you been struggling to manifest what you really want? Does it feel like no matter what you're telling yourself, whether it's through inner conversations, affirmations, scripting, or visual scenes, that nothing's happening? We're going to talk about this and so much more, and I'm going to give you some little add-ons that you can add into your inner conversations, your affirmations, and scripting techniques that can help empower and make your manifestations come that much quicker and help you shift. A lot of people will come to me and be like, Maria, I don't know, I'm struggling. It's hard to believe that I'm the person that makes $1 million, or the person that's with my SP, or the person that's 30 pounds lighter. There's a hack to this, and I promise if you add this in, it will make it that much easier. Hello, my unicorns. I am Maria with I Am Maria Voss. Most of you know me from TikTok because I have a substantial amount of followers on there and growing every single day. I am your most loved and favorite manifestation coach in the world because I'm the best at it. If you need help with manifestation, getting some clarity, or need a blueprint to help you succeed, the link is below in my bio. So let's get into this. When you're not really feeling your scripting routine, maybe your imaginal scene, or the inner conversations or affirmations you're using, what can you do? No matter what you've tried, no matter what technique you're using, it feels like it's not working. First and foremost, one thing I want you to all believe, my unicorns, is that no matter what technique you're using, that it's always working for you. We're always gonna wanna have a core belief that everything is always working out for you, and no matter what you're doing, it's always happening, even if you don't believe in it. It's important to have this as an underlining assumption or belief, because even when you feel like it's not working, it will work for you. The only reason it feels that way is because you're in a state of consciousness that feels stuck, or maybe feels like things don't work out for you. It's part of your identity. So we need to drop that identity and create a new identity where things are always working out for you, where things are easy and flawless. And even when you don't believe, it still works out for you even better than you could have imagined. Take a moment, take a piece of paper, write these down, and don't forget to add them to your current self-concept so that way you can manifest the best version of you now and manifest easily and effortlessly. The other thing I see that people struggle with is being able to accept or believe the inner conversations or affirmations or scripting technique that they're using. Sometimes it's just the words that you're using. They don't resonate for you. Remember, it's always really important to tailor it to the way you speak and what feels good for you. If you like something more easy and really plain, then do that. Some people like things very direct, like I am first best, or I am good enough, or I am beautiful, or I am always chosen. Others will be like, I am the first best in the entire world, or I am the prettiest woman whose eyes sparkle from a mile away. My beautiful presence, love, and compassion can be felt around the world just through a video. We're just using this as examples. Some people like it a little bit more factual. Other people like to be more descriptive. It doesn't really matter how this goes about. It just really matters on how it feels for you. If it makes you feel good, if you feel a little like fire in your heart, a little tingle, you entered the state. Remember, it doesn't have to be this long, big, drown out feeling, because when you are finally that person, it's gonna be normal and natural to you. The most important is that it feels good. Now, the level doesn't really matter, and just stick with that. The other second tool that I will recommend in these kind of scenarios is try different phrases. Some people like using I am, but you can always use your affirmations as you are. A lot of people have success with this as well because you are speaking to yourself in the third person, so it's more believable for you to believe these things. It's almost as if you're hearing it from someone else. Now, if I say, I am wonderful, it may feel, not that great. Like it might be a little bland for me, but if I say, you are wonderful, it's as if someone else is speaking to me. So it resonates at a deeper level and feels more true. This is where I've noticed some clients really like you are affirmations versus I am. So give that a shot when you're talking to yourself. Remember, you can even address yourself in the third person by calling out your name. You could be like, Maria, you are the most wonderful person in the world. Maria, you're gorgeous. You're amazing. Brian, you are. That's another little tweak you can do to change and customize your scripting methods, your affirmations, or your inner conversation. And yes, you can even do this in imaginal scenes if you talk to yourself in your imaginal scenes. The other thing that I suggest to people is try using affirmations, because these can really help us get in the state too, by asking yourself, what does it feel like to be the version of me who's successful, confident, happy? To be the best version of me now. What does it feel like to have X? What does it feel like to be madly in love and with my SP and living my dream life, inspiring others to fall deeply and more passionately in love with their partners? That's another way you can kind of get yourself in the state. Remember, these are just little tips and tricks that you can add on to your current routine to help spice them up a little bit. Think of it as like, if it feels bland, like what's bland? Chicken with like nothing on it, right? Like boiled chicken with like some steamed broccoli. When you're adding these little things that resonate for you, you're adding in some spices. You're adding a little salt, you're adding a little avocado oil or a little bit olive oil, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of spices. It could be a little bit of chili powder, a little cayenne pepper, right? Making it a little spicier, a little bit better tasting for you. Like food, every technique needs to be tailored to you. What tastes good to you? What feels good to you? Never let anyone tell you how to do this. These are just examples that you can get ideas from. Last but not least, the last tip, which is actually the thing that inspired this video. I want you to start using these words before saying your affirmations, scripting technique, or inner conversations to supercharge them, especially when it feels like you're having a hard time believing. One that has really resonated for me lately, especially when I have resistance to it, is I choose to believe. And I know to a lot of you, this might be like, what do you mean I choose to believe? So let's say you've been struggling to change your boss. You think they're stubborn, you think they're sexist, we're hypothetically, right? You think they ignore you and don't like you. You would make some new affirmations about your boss. So you would just say, I choose to believe that they're kind, compassionate, and caring. I choose to believe that they prioritize me because they see how wonderful I am. I choose to believe that I am more than good enough. I choose to believe that I am valued by everyone at my work, and they show it to me tenfold. I choose to believe that everything in my life is perfect. I choose to believe I'm gonna get a $10,000 raise because my boss thinks I'm wonderful and I deserve it. The reason I like the word I choose, because manifestation is about choosing. It's about selecting something different. And it's also programming your mind. Anytime that you're struggling or maybe falling out of the state, it's reminding to choose that instead. So when you're having those moments and you're sitting at your desk, or you're thinking about your SP, or you're thinking about losing the weight and you're looking in the mirror, or you're thinking, there I am, still chunky, no weight's moved, I look awful, it's not working. In that moment when you catch yourself running back to the old state of consciousness or your old story, you would be like, that's just the old me. And then jump to what I choose to believe. I have the perfect body now. I choose to believe I lost 45 pounds like that. I choose to believe I have a fast metabolism. I choose to believe that the weight pours off me. I choose to believe I can manifest anything. And with your boss, when you're thinking, there I am, overlooked for a promotion again. They're ignoring me again. Why do they treat me so horribly? You can choose to believe in that moment when you catch yourself, right? It's never about flipping thoughts. It's always about steering the ship in the opposite direction. Let yourself feel whatever you're feeling and then choose to believe something else. You can be like, I choose to believe that they see me, hear me, and acknowledge me for how wonderful I am. I choose to believe that I'm the only person that they're going to give the promotion to. I choose to believe that they believe I am the most worthiest person at this company. I choose to believe that they prioritize me and see how amazing I am. See how just using the word I choose to helps get you back in this state, empowers you, and makes you feel good. Listen, there's other words that you can interject, like I command, I demand, or I declare. When you're using these statements like I declare, I demand, I command, I choose to, you are using words that are empowering, make you feel good, and help remind you that you are in control, not your boss, not your SP, not the third party, or not anyone else. Remember, everyone is always reflecting your current state of consciousness, and adding cool little tips and tricks to your manifestation game can make all the difference if it's helping you remember who you truly are and helping you manifest the best version of you. Like and follow to learn manifesting the easy, fun, and effortless way.